The Democratic National Convention in Chicago kicks off tonight, and there's already drama everywhere. I can't tell what's real or what's not real, what's a big deal, what's not a big deal. It'll take time to really know, what protests matter, what right-wing influencers actually cause commotion. But right here you see Charlie Kirk, and he's interacting in the United Center in Chicago with President of the Georgia Young Democrats.
Because we have a Republican governor and a Republican Secretary of State in the state of Georgia.
What's your name?
He said Parker? My name's Parker. We have a Republican governor and a Republican Secretary of State in Georgia that approved our elections, and Donald Trump said that wasn't constitutional.
All right,
Donald Trump tried to undermine our Constitution.
You're at 10. I just walked in. I'm here to just learn.
Hey, you're an anti-patriotic, anti-constitutional person crashing our party because you tried to stop our democracy.
I got one question.
Donald Trump called the Secretary of State of Georgia and told him to find him some votes.
What is a woman?
Oh my God. That is so fucking weird, y'all. Maybe you should meet one.
I'm married to a woman.
Same.
And if you look through the Twitter account or X account, they see this as a big win. And I have a lot of experiences in my own personal life that are similar to this because I grew up in a very conservative town, so I know a lot of people from there. I love some of them, but a lot of them are a little silly, as we might say. And it'll go like this, where you have a big conversation, you lay out a lot of points, you say, Donald Trump lied about the 2020 election. He still says it was stolen from him, when in reality he tried coupping the government, like legitimately on multiple fronts tried coupping the government and having a false slate of electors overturn the election, which is the most anti-democratic, anti-America thing you can do. And they respond with a dumb question about a social issue they saw on Facebook. And Charlie Kirk thinks this is some kind of win. He said, within 30 seconds of walking into the United Center, I was confronted by this guy. Apparently he's the president of the Young Democrats of Georgia. And like with everything, like with the Tim Walz white guy taco joke, they cannot take anything. So when this president, I guess his name is Parker, the president of the Democrats, Young Democrats in Georgia, when he said, "You're weird," to Charlie Kirk, walked away and said, "Maybe you should meet a woman." Charlie Kirk said, "I have a wife," because he actually was offended. And then Parker responded that he has a wife too. But it's really funny to me how I see in the comments here, conservatives getting mad that the president of the Young Democrats in Georgia responded with, "You're weird, meet a woman." It's just so hilarious how they can attack and make jokes ruthlessly for the past 20 years, a big topic being cancel culture. And the moment you respond, which you're forced to do because you can't have a logical conversation, so at this point we're just like, you're weird, you're not serious. They are so unserious to the point where we just need to call them weird and realize we cannot change their minds. There's no point to debate anyone like Charlie Kirk or like Donald Trump or like Elon Musk or any of these other sycophantic morons. There's no reason to debate them and try to change their minds. Our conduct and the way we interact with them needs to be modeled off of what the outside viewer will perceive. So if there's someone who's moderate, we want them to see our interactions with a Trump, with a Charlie Kirk, with a Musk as being favorable for us. We're never going to convince them. I'm not going to convince the individuals I grew up around. I'm not going to convince everyone in my hometown group chat, but how I interact with them in the public can really change how I'm perceived, because there are voters in the middle that we should be focusing on. We shouldn't get mad for too long. I think this kid did a great job. He said his points, laid out his arguments, said reality, what actually happened. Charlie Kirk said something stupid. The kid said, "You're weird," and walked away. We shouldn't waste time on these people. We should not waste time on these individuals. They are unserious. They are so dishonest. They are making laughable arguments. We need to go and divert our time to instead growing movements, organizing, and getting those who might join our side and we might be able to reach, because we're not going to get them. Getting mad at them falls into their plan. So just, call them weird and keep it moving.